Hey guys, welcome back to Tabi Eats. This is Shinichi
Satoshi.
and today we're going to be making tempura, which is one of the most requested recipes. This recipe was requested by Fritz is cooking again. He's one of our fellow YouTubers and a really good friend of ours. His channel has a lot of home-style cooking and he's simply a great guy. So make sure you check his channel out. We left the link down below in the description box. So Fritz, thanks so much for waiting. I know it's been a month. But this recipe is for you. Satoshi has perfected the most perfect, lightest, crispiest tempura batter ever. So let's get started.
So here are the ingredients. I prepared some vegetables here. Today we'll be using some maitake mushrooms, which I tore into two with my hands. I've also prepared some pumpkins and sweet potatoes, which I sliced thinly. You can also use any vegetables you like, such as carrots. Just make sure that they are sliced fairly thin, especially if you're using hard vegetables. I'm also going to be using shiso or perilla leaves because I love the flavor and the color it gives to the plate. Also, make sure that your vegetables are completely dry. You'll also need some medium to large size shrimp. You can omit the shrimp if you're a vegetarian. I also sliced some onions and carrots to make kakiage, which is one of my favorite. Peas and baby shrimp also work well here. For the tempura batter, we will need 1 cup of flour, 1 egg, and some ice cold soda water. It is very important that the soda water is very cold. I've also prepared a tray with just a little bit of flour to put my shrimp on. For the tempura sauce, you will need some soy sauce, mirin, sugar, and a cup of Japanese soup stock or dashi. You can also use instant dashi package, which are convenient, or make your own from scratch. I have links to both in the description box below for your convenience. You also need some grated daikon radish and ginger as condiments. If you cannot find daikon, that is okay.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to be making the tempura sauce. It's really easy. We have a cup of dashi that we made. Like we said, you can go ahead and buy the instant one if that's easier for you. So I'm going to heat it up. We're going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. We have the soy sauce, 1/4 cup of that, and I'm going to add the mirin as well. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. There we go. And that's it. And then you just stir it. And once it's heated through, you have your tempura sauce. Once it starts to boil, it's ready. You can go ahead and turn it off and set it aside. So the tempura sauce is ready. Now we're going to prepare the shrimp, and this is Satoshi's job. So let's get started.
Okay, now it's time to prepare the shrimp. We want to keep the tail intact, so we're going to leave a little bit of the shell on closest to the tail. We find it easier to peel starting from the stomach area. Once again, don't forget to leave a little bit on nearest the tail. Now once all your shrimp is peeled off, we're going to go on to the next step. Okay, using a toothpick, pierce the back of the shrimp to remove the black vein. Once you do this, you're going to use your fingers to gently and carefully pull the vein out. Now you want to remove the vein completely. Although this part can be tedious, it's necessary to remove any bitterness from the shrimp. Next, we're going to be cutting off the very tips of the tails of the shrimp. Once this is done, push out the excess water with a knife. This step will help prevent the shrimp from splattering during the frying process. Just to be sure, you might want to use your fingers to push out any excess water that might remain in the tails. As you can see on this shrimp, there's a lot of water in the tails. So you want to get all that out. Okay, next, make 3 to 5 shallow incisions along the stomach of the shrimp. Today we are using medium-sized shrimp, so we only need to make 3 incisions. If you are using a larger shrimp, you might need to make 2 or 3 more incisions. Make sure you don't cut all the way through though. Okay, once this is done, you want to gently straighten and pull the shrimp with your hands. Place it on the cutting board and gently press down along the back. If you're doing it right, you will feel a popping sensation. These steps are important as this will help prevent the shrimp from curling up during the frying process. Thoroughly dry the shrimp with a paper towel and place on the floured tray. This will also help the batter adhere to the shrimp. Repeat until all your shrimp is prepared this way.
Okay, so now the shrimp is done. I'm going to be making the tempura batter, which is probably the most crucial part of the whole recipe.
In a measuring cup, add your egg and give it a good stir to break it up. You can use your chopsticks or your fork. I personally just like to use my chopsticks. Okay, once this is done, we're going to add the ice cold soda water. Now traditionally you would use ice water to make tempura batter. However, we found that using soda water gave the batter a lighter and crispier texture. So we're going to add the soda water to the egg to equal 1 cup. Once again, make sure that your soda water is very cold. The reason for this is because you do not want to build up any gluten for this batter. This is what makes tempura batter light and crispy. Give it a good stir and transfer to a bowl. Sift the flour directly into the egg mixture. Now right after this step, place the bowl onto some ice. And then get your chopsticks or your fork and gently give it a quick mix. Now you want to have some lumps left and you definitely do not want to overmix the batter. Heat the oil to around 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. You can also check by dropping some bits of batter. If it immediately sizzles and floats up, it is ready. We're going to start off with the pearl leaves because they are quick. Now dip just the back side of the leaves and immediately place into the hot oil. It should be ready in about 30 to 40 seconds. Once they are crispy, take them out and drain on paper towels or a rack like this one I have here. As you can see, these pearl leaves add much needed color to the plate. They are beautiful to look at and they are also delicious. We'll next continue with the hard vegetables as they take longer time to cook. Dip the sweet potatoes into the batter. You want to cook the vegetables completely but not too thick. Cook for about 2 minutes. Turn them over and cook for another minute or 2. Once they are crispy, take them out and drain. The batter should be light and crispy and you still want to be able to see the vegetables without a thick layer of batter. Do the same with the pumpkin slices. Dip into the batter, deep fry, and drain. Repeat this process with the mushrooms and whatever vegetables you decided to use. Now, if you can, increase the oil to 180 or 360 F. Alright, now increase the oil to 180 C or 360 F. Grab the tail and dip the shrimp into the batter. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes or until crispy. Take them out and drain. Now shrimp doesn't take long to cook, so the slightly higher temperature will help them become crispy without overcooking. Don't they look beautiful? Finally, my favorite, let's make the kakiage. Kakiage is usually the last item that's eaten at tempura restaurants. Just dump the vegetable mixture into the remaining batter and quickly stir to combine. Now, using a spoon and chopstick if you like, well, spoon is okay, carefully drop into the hot oil and cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Turn over and cook for another 1 to 2 minutes or until it's done. Now, you don't want to make the kakiage too thick or else you'll end up with raw batter on the inside, and that's never a good thing. There we go. I think that's looking pretty crispy. Okay, I'm getting so hungry now. Alright, drain them on paper towels, and once you're done, guess what? Your homemade tempura is finished. Once you've mastered this recipe, go ahead and experiment with your favorite ingredients. Many people like to eat them simple with a squeeze of lemon and a dash of sea salt. I like to alternate between salt and tempura sauce to keep my taste buds happy. The grated ginger adds some zip to the sauce, while the grated daikon is said to help with digesting all the oil. Oh, this tempura is so good. Go ahead, I know you want some.
Alright, so our tempura is finally done and we're ready to dig in. So Satoshi, I would like you to try the shrimp tempura. Here you go. It's yours. Thank you. And I'm gonna try the sweet potato. How is it? Is it good?
Good.
Yeah? Right? Sweet potato. I'm gonna eat it with just a little bit of salt. This is the way I love to eat tempura. I just like it with salt. Oh. Yeah.
The butter is so crispy.
It is super crispy. Try some of the kakiage. This is kakiage. It's also one of my favorite tempura here. My whole family loves this kakiage. It's so good. Today we used onions and carrots, but you can add baby shrimp, peas, carrots. Well, I just said carrots actually, but corn. Yeah, so I think today's tempura was a huge success. So Fritz, I hope you like this recipe. You asked for it and we gave it to you. Fritz and all of you guys, let us know what you guys thought in the comments down below and give this video a thumbs up if you like this. As always, let us know what you'd like us to make next time. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.